Way, there we go. So, take 2 of episode number 3 of the Something About Haggis podcast with Deke, Hog, and Banjo.
Hey.
This is the first recording we've had since
We put out content.
Yeah, since we put it out. So I would say thanks very much to everybody for liking the page, sharing it,
Watching the video
and stuff like that.
Yeah. We've done well. Like
we didn't expect it to get on that well.
When
Like
me and you were
we thought we were
talking
going to be like 20 views and I'll be pretty.
you said
I'll
20,
be pretty
I
chuffed.
said 10. And
Aye.
then I was sitting at work, and every time I'd come from a break, I'd check the YouTube to see how
Yeah.
many it had, and it was like 80. And I was like, that's pretty good. Went from tea a couple hours later. 100, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
And then I checked in the morning, and it was like 200 and something it's sitting at now, and I was like, oh.
We're sitting on
There's
like
something there.
We're sitting on what, nearly 200 now,
I think between
Spotify
and YouTube, we've got over 250
and 4 American fans apparently that have
on
watched it
SoundCloud.
in the US.
Aye,
So
that's pretty nice.
that was quite flattering.
But aye, thanks for the support. We're gonna stick at it.
Yeah,
Consistency, we think, is key.
and well, I didn't see us being that consistent, but like for when we're recording and that. But
If we can get an episode every Monday, I'll be pretty happy.
yeah,
Even if the folk didn't like it and that, they're still clicking on it to watch it. Like, what are these idiots saying?
no, it's basically what's this idiot saying.
Aye.
To be fair,
Didn't he mean to shag me in arse here?
Jesus Christ.
So aye, that's about it really. Just thanks to everybody for
Checking
liking
it out. We're going to be doing, or I'm going to try and do small kind of couple minute clips here and there. We're trying to get sorted out. I put one out yesterday, which was, Saturday, of what's coming up on Monday. I'm going to try and keep up and do that every week. And then we've got like a lot of test recording stuff where we were just getting used to using the audio and sitting doing that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to try and cut some of them up and put them out as like maybe a minute, 2 minute videos on the YouTube and probably on the Facebook and that as well. So keep an eye out for them.
Yeah. So what's been going on, boys? What's fresh?
These are both looking at me.
I mean, we you were out last night, so we
Ken,
can.
you're
There's a
out,
story
so
there.
I'm waiting for the story.
No, there's no big issue. I had a brilliant night though. I went out with my sister and cheese, and we went to Dumfries. We went for a couple of drinks and that, and we went and got something to eat and went to the fair. I went to go on a couple of the
There's a
rides.
fair in Dumfries.
Aye. Oh, I used to leave the house to use.
Hey, I can freeze anyway.
Well, I was going to the fair.
I know they normally is it not in the Dock Park,
No, it's Sands.
or is it like right the way down the sand stuff?
Right way in the Sands.
It's quite big.
They didn't have the
It's
puggies
like-
there anymore. That's why I stopped going
No.
there.
No, I noticed that.
Yeah, because when it was at the top park, I used to go and like literally just leave the pub for 10 minutes and be like, "I'll see you in a wee while. I'll get 20 coins, jack the puggies, and then leave."
No,
No, I'm not going to get in the teacups or fuck all, but then,
I did.
if there's puggies there, I'll
I'll
show
maybe
up.
have a spin on the waltzers.
I
And then
got
I'm
a
going
few
back to the pub.
Snapchats of me. Ken in that wee fun house. I went in that twice.
No,
Yeah.
I didn't care what you're talking about.
You come on one about where it's got.
It's got like a slidey flare. That thing for Wayne's.
No, I did no.
It's kinda like a
I mean,
shite-
Banjo
it-
is
it-
like
it's
the
like a
size
really-
of a Wayne.
It's like a really shite obstacle course.
Aye.
There was this like.
They've got the sign at the front that's like, you can't be over this tall to ride. Banjo's the only guy over the age of 12 that can actually go on it.
I had to get told to move and that because there was kids coming on. I was like, fuck them, man, they can wait their turn. I paid, at least I fucking earned the money. I never got handed it. Well, I did. My sister paid for me, but
Oh,
Do you know when you said that, it felt kind of like your sister and her fellow were just taking you out for the day,
Aye.
like you were away.
Did you not see the thing with Cheese put on Facebook?
I don't have cheese on Facebook, I don't think.
No,
Never
it was
met him in
like
my life.
I'm just babysitting the night, and it was me.
Aye.
It was me in this fun
Sounds
house,
about right.
like spinning round in like wee roly polies. It was good though. Sister hooked a duck, won a wee prize, I won a wee monkey.
I thought you mentioned like she punched a duck,
Fucking uppercut.
like just
Threw
put,
a
like,
wicked
I
left.
just like hoofed it into the niff, like. You know what I mean?
Stay away from me, Sean.
Fucking went into Wet and Crumb, and I knew fine I had no money. I was like, fuck this.
Banjo's walking in, don't you worry, cheese, I'll pay for this. Eh?
So I sat down and Stacey was like, what are you having? I was like, oh, I don't know.
Glass of water, please.
They were having, Stacey had pasta and that. The lady come to take her order, I was like, "Hi, can I get a 17-ounce sirloin steak, please?" she was straight on the phone to my mum and be like, "This wee cunt's fucking came into this restaurant with no money and ordered a fucking steak."
You've got a brass neck.
They fucked off to the toilet when the fucking bill
What
came.
ignorant.
I swear to God, both of them, Stacey and Cheese, stood up when the bill came, fucked off to the toilet, and the lassie was looking at me. I was like, I need to fucking pay this. £300 into my overdraft. Aye, fuck it, I'll pay this. £60 it came to, but £30 was my stake.
Jesus, man.
She still hasn't transferred me the money for hers.
Straight back home. Mum, I need a sub.
Can I get a £360 sub, please?
Oh, she was subbing me fags all night and buying me drinks and that.
Was there an occasion, or was it just literally Cheese was babysitting? that
No,
you were out for?
No, cheese was it. Like,
I know, but that's what I'm saying. Was there an occasion for you being out, or was it just a case of
I think it was their
I've
date
got
night.
no other pals?
I think it was their date night, but I was like, I've got no pals. Like, can I come with you? They're like,
So what you're saying? So last night I ruined my brother-in-law's night.
I had a good time though. I won
I had a great night.
a pet a tenner.
Stacey and Cheese are just like, I can't believe this wee dick is here with us.
It's been 6 weeks since we got out together, and we've got to babysit this wee fucking gremlin.
Aye, so but I won money on blackjack.
How much?
Tenner.
Not enough to pay for his steak anyway.
I put a tenner into the puggy and I lost that.
You put your money away, Cheese. I'll get the garlic bread.
Well, that was my story of the week.
It was a shit
That was pish. That wasn't the calo. You definitely tone it down when you're out with your sister, because that's normally not what we hear for you.
Aye. I imagine you'd get a scalp off your sister if you went on the way you usually do, though.
No.
I didn't ken your sister.
No,
at
I
all,
know.
but-
Nah, she gets me. Like,
Gan him like 50-year-old women in that have got Wayne's the same age as he.
He's a big fucker too. He's 6 foot something, built as fuck.
Foot and a half bigger than you.
She was related to folk in CD and that, man. It was awkward as fuck. But
Feels bad.
I haven't
man.
spoke to her since, so it's just good.
What, since you
Since
broke,
our pal threw a
since-
drink in your face.
Aye.
No.
Since you
I
broke
can
up
imagine
there.
that. Would be it.
Threw the drink over me and dragged me at the pub, and then the lassie was standing outside greeting.
That's just ignorant.
I-
You pull somebody out the pub first and then throw the drink on them. I would think that would be my etiquette.
Aye, like,
Because you're just making
not
a
with
mess.
the glasses
at that point.
inside.
aye, you're just making a mess for the bar staff, really.
Ignorant is what that is.
Like Flan shouldn't have to clean that up just because you've taken a tantrum.
Oh no, it wasn't in
That's it,
Sam's.
aye.
It was in the market.
Well, Emma and Megan shouldn't have to clean that up then just because you've had a tantrum.
I never. Fucking this mental bitch outside did, man.
Yeah, well, did she not think that you were going out with each other because...
I mean, a 50-year-old, I don't think so.
No, but she was under the impression that... Because did her pal not say to you something like...
Aye,
need to,
oh,
like,
you can
stop
fucking
cleaning a
split
bit
up
or
where
whatever?
new. And I'm like, what the fuck, man? Like, it's...
I think you've let her on here, Banjo, and you've been an absolute dick. What's
Fuck
happened?
everyone else.
You'd be like, I love you.
Promise too many folk relationships. Sorry, pal.
Then he just comes in his hand.
What's been happening with you, son?
A great deal, sorting out the editing and stuff
Oh,
like
you've
that.
been busy with that, haven't you? You've
Aye.
been constant.
I didn't think you realise quite how much Gan's into
No.
putting shit out. Because you're like, oh, I do quite a lot, and I need to. I'll have some responsibility. Let me do this and let me do that. And I'm
Thing
like, you've
is-
no idea.
That's not my problem, though.
Aye, but then you moan about not having responsibility.
No, I want responsibility. Well, I didn't actually. I just want the passwords for social media.
No.
Basically, so you can get the Something About Haggis dick pics sent.
Aye. Talking about dick pics,
Rate my poop.
got something for you, mate.
Rate my poop.
So, I seen this this morning. Can't even.
About dick pics.
It is, aye.
Is this anything to do with me with my Facebook now?
No, this is an article on
Oh,
the
right.
Mirror, mate. This is an actual thing. Title is, What is cockfishing and how do you spot a fake? There you go. Right. So, the latest dating trend to be coined cockfishing is making the online dating scene in 2019 even harder to navigate. Cockfish, sometimes known as catcocks, are closely related to catfish because they use the wonderful world of the wide web to misrepresent who they are. Effectively, what folk do is send other folk, like say you're texting a lassie or whatever, and you've got a small willy, Banjo. You
Can
use
relate.
somebody else's cock as a picture to send to them to be like, you want some? To try and get them into your
Done that
bit.
before. I just made it like a black guy's willy, and then that kind of threw me off a bit. I've just tanned a lot.
He's sitting there, gets this photo through, and he's like, oh, she looked like a nice wee white lassie when I seen her. That must be like her stepfather. Maybe I'll text him instead.
Oh man.
I can imagine you being somebody to do that. Sitting there figuring out actually how to edit something to make your dick look bigger.
Oh, aye, you got Photoshop for that. Like, have you seen that meme for iPhone 11
Oh yeah, it can make like shit like
with
a
the
lot,
banana and that.
Aye.
It's like ladies
It's
getting
a-
ready.
Aye. I've never got the thing with dick pics.
Never.
Like, I don't know what guy
She-
is sitting there thinking she's got to see this, and like
She's got to be sitting having her dinner.
she's mine. Hook, line, and sinker.
She's got to be sitting having her dinner,
Happens.
and I ken that she just wants a picture of my dick.
Aye.
Ken, I'm like, I didn't get it at all. I feel like you've probably sent a few. I ken you and our pals has.
Never.
Back when he used to, well, not say his name, but back when he used to get gassed, he was bad for sending dick pics on Snapchat.
Aye.
But he would put like the Groucho mask on and shit like that.
Who's
And, like,
this?
a wee top hat and stuff like that. He'd just send it to lasses when he was gassed. And one night he accidentally sent it to me, and I was like, mate,
What he doing?
we need to have a word about this. 'Cause
Who's
this is not
this?
funny. I'm not saying his
Aye,
name.
but just
I'll tell you after.
aye,
Was
sound.
Is that not the same pal that he started seeing this lassie at weekends, and because of her ex was an arsehole, he Snapchatted him and her having relations to her ex-boyfriend?
I don't think so. I don't even know who the fuck you're talking about right now. I'll be honest with you. Just whatever.
I think it's
I-
the same person.
Point is, a funny dick pic. I could see the laughs.
Aye,
in that.
that's funny.
different because you look at it and you'd be like, oh, lol. But an actual like serious dick pic, I'd be like, nah.
Aye.
There's only like 3 ways you can do it. They like cock the leg off and fuck.
Banjo sitting there for hours thinking of what position he's gonna do before he sends
Maybe
his
maybe
dick
we could get a video camera because he'll care all about the lighting and that. Just feel like sending dick
dick
pics.
pics. He was going on about that yesterday about his shoes. To be fair, he couldn't take a picture of his shoes in the living room because there wasn't enough light.
Got some brand new shoes, by the way, for the listeners there. It's
They can't see them.
nice running shoes though.
This is only
But they can
audio.
take my word that they're really nice.
Doubt.
Yeah.
You could be wearing carrier bags on your feet and nobody's got to care.
Can.
Yeah.
They can't be that nice if you've got minus £300 in your bank account. Get what I mean?
They never cost £300. Fuck that.
Well, exactly.
Yeah.
Hog's got some nice sneaks.
Oh.
Hog's into the...
Just call him Kyle and buy him a skateboard.
You're really trying to make that stick, and it's just not working, mate.
It's not-
Yeah, I've
it's
tried
not
it before,
happening.
didn't I?
You've tried it every time I've seen you for the past 2 weeks. Oh, it's just a bunch of Kyles.
Aye.
Oh, shut up.
You're sitting with a can of fucking energy just to...
I am, aye.
It works. It works.
It doesn't. It doesn't even slightly. Oh, God.
Oh, so what's been happening with you, Deke?
Not a lot, mate. Just been working away. I was at a good fire the other week, actually.
But hey, you want to talk about it?
Aye, probably.
You want to?
There will be some stuff that I'm not allowed to talk about. Obviously, I couldn't talk about like an RTC or something.
I know.
Aye.
But, no, it was a good fire, man. So,
Good fire.
it was.
It was a good gin.
No, like...
I enjoyed myself.
No, yeah,
Let the heat off
it
it.
sounds
Taking
really
selfies
grim,
and
right?
that.
It sounds really grim, but like, you hope someone's got to happen,
Oh, Jesus.
but not to the point that somebody's got to get hurt.
It's fucking ignorant,
Do
mate.
you know what I mean?
I can't
Like,
what you're saying.
so like, say like the abandoned house that caught fire in Kirkcudbright like last year. The Waynes
right.
had like some Waynes had set it on fire, so like we got a call out for like this
Banjo.
big house and that, and we're like, fucking aces, like it sounds really grim, but it's fun.
Mm.
Like, it is fun pitting out fires and, like, shit like that. Okay, I mean,
I don't know. Like,
you've no idea what I'm talking about because you've never been in that situation.
nah.
No, well, I do. My dad's a fireman, but I understand. But that's a bit fucking rough, mate.
Okay.
No, you're not hoping not.
It'd be like being an ambulance fucking driver or some shit like that. I
No,
really
no.
hope we get a good gin today.
I know I joke about things, but fucking hell.
No, like, it's just fun. Like, I don't know how to put that properly. Like, you're not hoping somebody gets hurt. You're just hoping that there's something on
I
fire.
suppose that kind of happens in fires, though, does it not?
Well, no.
Flames hurt, mate.
Aye.
They're like words.
I've not really had anybody. I've never had anybody hurt at a fire that I've been at.
No?
No.
Fuck. RTCs are horrible, though, aren't they?
Yeah, they're bad, man. I've
Yeah.
seen some rough shit at RTCs.
Fuck that, man. It's the same with folk that why, like, see when you speak to folk and they're like, oh, I'm doing medicine or whatever at uni and that, and I want to work in an ambulance. I'm like, why in the fuck would you want to do that for a living?
Mm-hmm.
Get to watch folk fucking die. Jesus Christ, it's morbid as fuck.
To be fair, that's not that much of your job. To be fair,
I mean, if you work in an ambulance, it is.
is it though?
What else are
They're
you
not going to be
doing?
that horrible. It's not going to be that horrible.
I don't know, like,
I would like
not for me. It's
off
not for me.
off the top of my head, I would say if you're an ambulance driver in this region, I would think
You're going to have more ODs than anything.
Well, I would say it'd be like
ODs and
probably
would be
60 or
heavy.
70% will be like al folk that have
Aye.
had like maybe a stroke or a heart attack or
Fell.
something, or or fell. Like
Aye.
they're not really in that bad a nick, but they need to get to the hospital to make sure they're all right.
Aye.
But obviously, a heart attack and a stroke, you're obviously trying to fucking keep them right till.
Imagine being in the city,
get to
it
the
gets a lot
hospital.
worse. Like, I think
Yeah.
all, like, what you call them? Emergency services
Mm.
in the city would be a hell of a lot worse than it is, like, in here.
Oh yeah, for sure.
You'd see some shit in the
Yeah.
city, I'd imagine. But see, if you were in, the emergency services, Banjo, which one would you go for? Fire, ambulance, police.
Police, so that him and his
No, I couldn't.
So they can meet up with PC Johnson.
him and PC Johnson can live it up.
I couldn't have folk fucking
Rely on you. Tell me about it.
talking shit to me and then like expecting not to make it a bat on and fucking fuck them up.
Banjo as a police officer just drags folk in their cars and starts laying
I
into
would be
them.
corrupt as fuck, man. Like,
See, I think that's why I like the fire as much.
I'd
And,
be
like,
a fireman. Like.
I sort of debated the police and the ambulance service as well, because it was like a thing of like it's challenging. Like you can't just turn up to work like rough and be like, oh whatever, and put in a half-hour shift. If you put in a half-hour shift with like the ambulance or the police or the fire, like you could end up getting some cunt killed.
I like how you paused there before you said fire. It was almost as if you were like, I mean, I've turned up and done a half-hour shift at the fire before.
No, not like I've had like training nights where I'm like, oh, I'm totally like when I was on night shift, it used to be worse. When I worked night shift, I used to work from 10 till 7, and so on a Tuesday night, I'd be up at like, I'd come in for night shift the night before, gone straight to my bed, and then I'd be up at like say 5, 6 o'clock,
Aye.
get a shower and a quick wash, and away to fire training at 6:30, and that'd be me till 10, and then starting work. So if I hadn't slept or I'd been called out like on the Tuesday before training, I'd not really slept all day, so I was absolutely shattered. So like, you felt kind of shitty in that, but that's only getting into training though.
Aye.
See, you must get called out a lot because I was looking at the Betty's always off the run, like constant.
Yeah, I think they've had
It's
some
so
problems with
bad,
availability
like,
and stuff. Like,
Because
Yeah.
they were advertising jobs and that. My dad was like, "Oh, you should go for it because they need somebody during the day."
No,
And I was
you
like,
should-
"Fucking
no, you should
chance." It's like, no way, man. I couldn't do that, man.
it is good, man. Like I say, it comes to like, it's challenging, and like I feel like if you accomplish something while you're doing like if you're at a call out, like say like we've had stuff where it's just like assist the ambulance way, say somebody's had an accident but they're like say up the woods somewhere.
Aye.
We just need to help them get like, they'll put the person on like a backboard and we'll carry them to the ambulance.
Aye.
Like,
My dad used to do
and
that.
well,
to
you're
me
in
and
like
that,
full fire
training.
kit and you're roasting in that, and like you're having to think like silly things like where you're stepping in that so you didn't fall. 'Cause if you fall, it's got to count, and then that person could end up on the deck again.
I've
Okay,
seen
I
that
mean-
at the football. That's funny as fuck.
Aye.
It happens at football matches.
Dropping them,
Somebody's
like,
in
4 times.
absolute fucking agony, and then the stewards falls over like 3 times, and you're like, oh my god.
Aye.
Man. It's too funny though.
See that feel like when you get them back, it sounds like really cheesy, but you do feel like I've done something the night. I've not just sat and played the Xbox. Like I've helped that guy not be as badly injured, or potentially helped save that guy's life. Obviously,
Look
it's
at
the
you,
fire
man.
crew getting them to the ambulance and stuff. It feels more rewarding when you do something.
Rather
Whereas,
than-
like-
are you saying stacking shelves at the co-op isn't as rewarding?
That's exactly what I'm saying.
Do you know,
See-
you help
see
me out
when-
every time I'm in that.
Reaching
Aye,
the top
I
shelf for
ken where
Banjo
I
because he
ken
can't
where
quite
stuff
reach.
is, but it's not a useful life skill.
Kenning more things in the co-op.
Well, say like for example, like, I went for my driving for the fire like a couple of months ago to get my class 2, and then in November I'm doing blue light training. While I was on, while I was doing that, I was learning how to do like a class 2 and stuff. And we being in the fire, like when you do your theory for it, there's some first aid questions in there, and I failed them, and I'm like, sorry, what? And the guy's like, you didn't give the answer they wanted, but you're not wrong in what you said. Like what you said that you would do is what you should do.
Yeah.
That's the same with
But
the
they-
police.
but they
They've got
don't
weird
expect-
questions.
Aye, well, they don't expect like a normal member of the public to be
Uh-huh.
like, all right, well, you need to prioritize this guy that's sitting there quietly, try and stop the track. They're expecting you to stop, put your hazard lights on, and phone the police
Aye.
or phone for help. Whereas I went, well, yeah, I'd stop, I'd phone for the police, but I would also be able to help. I can't do that same thing if it's like, oh, you need a shelf stack, mate. I'll be right with you. Like, it doesn't give you anything you can use.
Some of the posts,
Do you know
there was
what I
a
mean?
post question saying if you were at a party and you and your friends had drugs, like what do you do? And
Ask for some.
well,
Give them a note.
so some of the options were like, oh, just leave the party and that. Nadine's was like, phone the police, grass them in, and fucking leave the party. that was the correct answer.
That'd be what they want you to do.
Fuck that, man. You just leave, didn't you?
Nah, you wouldn't. You'd ask for a note. Offer a card.
He's a spoon.
He's a spoon. Fuck's sake.
No.
It's not. It comes back to what I said to you about like having a bubble. You know what I mean?
Aye.
Like some folk are quite content, just like 9 till 5, Monday to Friday, just doing the same shit every day.
See, I would prefer 9 to 5s than
I hate
the
it.
shifts that I'm on now.
I can't.
I would kill for a 9 to 5.
I can't.
Aye, so
but
would I.
I mean, doing like the same tedious shit like day in day out. Like I hate
A
that.
day.
I hate the thought of it.
It's awful.
I think that's why I've tainted the fire as much. It's just like, granted, 90% of my time, like if I'm on call, it'll be either at work or I'll just be sitting like fucking about in the house or something. But see, as soon as that pager guns, bang, I'm fuck it. I'm like, let's fucking go. What the fuck's going on? And like, full sprint straight to the station. And to be fair, like say 8 times out of 10, I get the printout and it's like AFA, which is like automatic fire alarm. So you're like, oh, it's probably going to be nothing.
Lol.
But for that like 45 seconds, you're super hype, and then it comes through something, you're like, right. And then straight away you start thinking about, right, what do we need to do when we get there? Kind of thing.
Aye.
Depending on what comes through. And you start thinking to yourself, well, what do I need to do to prepare myself to get into that situation, can I? Like if we get any on RTC, automatically somebody will just grab the box of blue gloves that sits in the back of the pump and dish out 2 pairs to everybody. Because you need blue gloves if you're dealing with a casualty, and you need blue gloves if you're going to be working with the tools. For like the car cutting gear and that. It's like little things you start thinking about.
Yeah, I couldn't.
And then you're trying to kind of like assess it as you see it.
Did you ever do that thing in Dumfries where they did like the competitions with everybody in the region? Being like, who can cut somebody out the car quickest? And
No,
the
Stranraer's
best.
really good at that though.
No.
They're in the
We used to do it
sort of
in
like the
Dumfries,
Scottish
watch it.
championships for it.
There's the Scottish Championships for cutting open cars.
Yeah, well, it's like
And the event in Dumfries was unreal. Like, it was absolutely brilliant.
Like I assume that it's at Cambuslang because that's like the main headquarters for Fire Scotland.
Right.
It's just like a little award within the fire service. As far as I'm aware, I could be wrong.
And what, they just show up bits and then cut open cars?
Yeah, just like how efficiently you can get it done.
It's good. Like,
there's a lot of shit to think about. Like when you see it getting done, and then see it getting done at that level, you're like,
because they do special,
holy
like
shit.
no special effects, but they put makeup on them and everything, like to say like what injuries they've got.
oh, they like the folk to have as casualties commit to the part.
aye.
Like if they're meant to be
Screaming and
hysterical,
that, like, it's
they will
fucking-
be hysterical and shit like that.
Sounds
Like
kinda shite, mate.
no,
I'll be
it's
honest.
honestly-
it
brilliant, like,
is
it's fucking
actually. You need to
class.
see it. Like it's quite
Like
impressive.
the
When's
whole-
the next
The
one?
whole community. I think they've.
It's in like 2 or 3 months, I think.
Was it?
Yeah, because there was a thing went through. But no, it's good fun, man. I enjoy it.
I just couldn't be fucked by being on call all the time. That seems like a right ball ache. Because I feel like you'd be sitting at home
So
and you'd
it's-
just be like, I can't get comfy. I can't do any. I can't get comfy. I can't do any. And I'm just sitting there like,
Can't have a drink.
what if it goes off? And then you sit there for like 8 hours and then nothing happens and you're like, I've just wasted a
You
fucking
didn't
day.
wait. You didn't sit and wait for it to go
I know,
off.
but you get what I mean. Like, it's hard
you
to
feel
organise
you'd,
things.
you'd think that like, oh well,
I
There's
can't
no
eat-
point in starting that just in
Uh,
case. Oh, I can't do this just
Aye.
in case. I
Every
can't do
time-
that just in case.
Every time you leave the town, you need to sign off on Gartan and shit like that.
Aye. Like, I
you
couldn't
need
be
to book
fucked.
off and stuff, but
Uh,
it's fun because you'll just be sitting watching the telly, or like
See, I just
saying on
didn't-
like a Sunday afternoon,
Aye.
and it goes and you're like, oh shit, let's fucking go,
it's
and
a
then
good
you're off.
excuse to
ski,
get
like,
away from work too, isn't it?
Mate, I've had days like that at work where I'm like, I really, really need a call out today because this is like,
I've got a few texts off.
Please let there be a
Aye.
fire.
I've got a few
Aye.
texts
Like-
off Dig being like, do I go and start a fire in Butterfield?
aye, can you just set your dishwasher on fire or something? Like, cause I can't, I need
Can
to
crash
this
Banjo's
bit.
car so I can come cut him out.
Aye, like something, man,
I've tried to
and
donate.
it never
my,
happens.
Tried to donate my fucking Corsa because it still runs in that. I was trying to get it to the fire brigade to cut open in that, but
We're like, we didn't want it. It's too much in
nah,
there.
well, I don't know. There's shit to go through, and I think there's.
You've got to have paperwork. You've got to be able to trace where the car came from.
Banjo's just nicking folks' cars.
I think that's sort of the problem, because I kept saying to Dad, because Dad was like, "What do you want to do with it?" I was like, "Oh, I'd rather just get to fire brigade so we can train with it." And they're like, "Oh, it's a lot of work." So he's been like texting folk and that, but I don't know. I can't be bothered selling it.
It just seems like such a hassle just to put a Facebook post on.
Okay.
Well,
and
it's
and then I've got.
But then they're got to
Then somebody's got to
got to
message me and be like,
talk to
"Here's
them.
£400."
And
and then what if
Exactly.
they're hot? And then I've got to try and shag
nobody
them.
hot has got to buy that car.
Okay.
Nah,
But whoever buys it might buy it for like his hot daughter or something, or hot son.
no,
if you're
it's
into that.
fucked. It can run, but you wouldn't drive it to Dumfries.
But it's more like a light jog.
Oh, it's fucking ruined. And the interior's fucked too.
Probably
but
for
it's got a
getting
new
cut open
subframe
for
on it,
finning
so it's
like
about £200.
probably getting cut open for the police with loads of bags of weed in it and that.
I'll just fill it with cocaine and leave it somewhere. Just bags of talc.
Just bags of talc.
Fuck's sake, man.
Oh, fuck. Do you just get any stories of the week?
I gave you one, mate. You're supposed to have one.
I did.
Mind when
I
you
did.
said you had the Florida thing that you were right to try and do, and then you've just never brought up since because you're a lazy cunt.
I feel that Florida's just kind of calmed down a bit.
Florida's just calmed down.
down a bit. Just
Past
a
couple of
touch.
weeks.
It's fucking stupid.
I was betting the day on. I didn't advise betting, by the way. So,
I'm surprised that you even can how to because
I don't
every
know odds.
time-
I don't know odds or anything. I have to
every
keep betting a
time
pound stake to get. to
we're
see
at the
what I'm getting.
UFC, you have your wee half bottle of Southern Comfort.
It's not half bottle. I have, sometimes.
Well, it is because there's always half a bottle left by the end of the morning,
because I'm fucked.
and then you'll be like, "Oh, Hog,
How do I bet?
how do I get
How
this
does
odds
bet
on?"
work?
And then eventually, it's, Hog, just put this bet on for me. How much can I win if that comes in? £250. What if I put a tenner on it? £2,500.
Just shite.
What about if I put £100 on it? £25,000. How are you not understanding this?
He's a fucking idiot. That's
And
it.
then he puts on the most ridiculous bets, thinking that's
Aye.
got to come in and
Aye,
I've got to win
one to
£700.
I put a bet on the day,
And he'll be sitting there halfway through it and going, "Have I won? Have I won?" And you're like, "No."
Ken, how you bet on that guy to get knocked out and he just lost?
Aye.
Like, sports playing Daisy.
I didn't even look at half the stuff though. Like last night, there was a fight on last night. Did not know any of them, and I watched the. See when they square up in that, this guy.
The face off.
Aye, the face off.
The square up.
When they square up.
Square go, mate. Square go. That's when they sign the contract. It's not a professional business. They just get some folk on the stage and they're like, "Square go, mate. Square go."
Well, one fighter screamed in another fighter's face, and I felt sorry for the guy because he flinched, and I was like, I'm going to bet on him winning.
That was your tell.
It
That was
was.
your expert
Well, I
analysis.
just wanted that other guy to lose.
He
I was
flinched.
Like,
He's got
fuck
that
him.
killer instinct because he flinched.
I was like,
Fight or flight.
I was like, that
He's
was
got it.
that was
went
well
for
nasty. I
flight
just want that
once.
cunt to lose, man. But nah, I fucking.
I'll be fair. With most of the UFC stuff, we didn't really. Well, we're not probably as into it as Hog is.
Oh,
No.
I'm not.
Like there'll be a lot more.
I'm not into
I'm
it
into,
as
I'm
much
into
as
certain fighters.
a lot of.
Oh
folk
no,
in
there'll be a
it.
lot of folk that are like, boom,
hard.
like they'll take probably more interest in smaller cards because they feel like more folk have got a point to prove, so they go for bigger.
I'm what you would call online a filthy casual when it comes to fighting. Like I only care about there's these folk that care about like the whole card and that, and they're like, oh, and like you say, they watch all the smaller cards.
Aye.
I'm only watching the fights where I'm like, this is guy big, he'd fight.
Aye.
I'm not watching two folk I didn't ken on the early prelims that fuck it. Like what? Fuck
Aye.
off. I'm not doing it.
Aye.
It might be, if it's a good fight, I'll watch it after the fact, but I'm not tuning in to watch it.
Aye.
Fuck that.
The bets
Do you not think the ones with normally the smaller ones, they just go for it? They just
I
have
think
that
the
kind of
lassies
like,
go
we
for
have
it
to
more.
fucking go.
See, when you watch
But
Lassie's
the
fight,
lassies
man,
are mental.
they've got a different kind of savagery about them. It seems, I don't know, a lot more like kind of primal the way they fight. They're not like trying to set things up as much. They're just like,
They're just
let's
like,
fucking
aye.
go.
they're constant.
Aye, it's
constant.
fucking mental. It's really good watching.
Like the
Lassie
men
fight.
pick their shots in that, but the
Aye.
lassies is just always a war.
They said that, who was it they were talking about? I think I seen Joe Rogan and Brendan Schwab talking about it. They were talking about a lassie and they're like, her fight knowledge is better than any guy.
That was
Like, I don't remember who it was.
saying
though.
who was got to be fighting for the gender. Is it not her?
Shevchenko.
Aye.
I never seen the
it was
clip. I don't know.
Maybe it was
Sure it's
Shevchenko.
Because she was the end that was going to be fighting Sudo. There was a post on Facebook about it. where they met each other in a bar or whatever, and Shevchenko like got him in a rear naked choke and like won the fight. Obviously they weren't fighting. It was like, I think it was 4 pictures I seen where it was like they were squaring up, as Banjo would put it.
Dude, I like that.
And then,
Like, I like that they were just having a laugh with it, rather as being like, "Oh my god, that's offensive."
Was it
and
you who
whatever.
was
I
saying
can't be
that?
dealing with that kind of culture, man.
I'm sure you were saying Henry could just not win for him at all.
oh yeah, so for folk that didn't ken, there was Henry Cejudo is the 125, 135 men's champion in the UFC. And he was pitching this idea to fight Valentina Shevchenko, who's the 125 women's champion. And it seemed like Shevchenko was into it. She was like, I'll fight him. I don't give a fuck. But I'm like, why would Cejudo want to fight? Because if he wins, everybody's just gotta be like, of course you won. You were fighting a lassie.
What a dickhead for absolutely mauling her.
And, and she's like way smaller than Cejudo when you actually see them both.
Yeah.
Like just the builds. And then if he wins, he doesn't really win because everybody's gotta be like, you're a cunt.
Yeah.
But if he loses, like say Shevchenko's an amazing kickboxer, she could go in there and legitimately head kick, knock him out. If he loses that fight, his career's done.
Aye.
Like
You're
it's
the guy
over.
that got beat by a lassie.
And
basically.
she becomes the biggest female star of all time.
Yeah.
Like,
I
don't know why you would take the fight.
I feel like you have to balance it a bit different way like men. Like I would say, like Cejudo v Nunes. That would be a bit more fair.
Cejudo would still win. I think. I'd
Yeah.
back Cejudo to win that.
But I would say it'd be a bit more fair
I
than
think some
Shevchenko.
lassies would fucks. What is it? Who was that thinking of?
Don't know, mate.
Max Holloway and fucking.
There's no lassie beating
There's
Max
no
Holloway, son. There's
honestly.
no lassie beating Max Holloway. You're talking the best featherweight of all time, probably. No, it's not happening.
I can't even the lassie one.
Cyborg?
I think Cyborg would fucking maul him then, like.
Was Cyborg v Holloway? You have Cyborg. No, Jack.
Fucking right.
See, remember like 40 seconds ago when we were talking about you being really terrible at betting? You've just fucking proved
well,
it.
I've put on Joe Rogan to be president in 220.
2020.
220. Aye, 220.
2020.
We're back in Roman times, mate.
2020.
He's got to be Supreme Chancellor of the Roman Empire. Fuck off.
I put £1 on that and I'm getting £200 back, so...
No,
No, you're not.
No, what you're I've just threw £1 in a drain,
Aye.
is what you've just said.
Well, I've got I put
Joe
another-
Rogan isn't even running.
I know, but...
So the fact that you've
I
put
seen
money
the
on him
odds and I
being
was like,
president,
I can't say no to that.
see that you are how betting companies make money.
Yeah.
I put on another one, I can't pronounce her name, Tulsi Gabbard.
See.
Tulsi Gabbard. She's the Democratic
Tulsi
nominee.
Gabbard. 81, he's got a quid on that.
It's she was in, I think it was Afghanistan as a medic.
Was she not on the Joe Rogan podcast?
Yeah, she came on the podcast
Yeah.
and stuff, and she was talking about like, I think she was talking about like,
She's running a military. I
like
think,
her stance
mainly.
on weed and like.
Mm-hmm.
Well, there's the other. I can't remember the
I don't
guy's
rate
name.
any of them. Trump's
What?
going to win.
Show me that screenshot that you sent me with Joe Rogan's name in it, because it had a different guy on it.
I know who you're on.
I can't remember the guy's name. He's the guy he's got an eye patch because I think he lost an eye in Afghanistan.
Captain Hook.
Oh my god, he's a veteran, mate.
Nick Fury.
I would edit that out.
So Nick Fury's running for president.
I know he was on it.
What,
No, he
Nick
wasn't.
Fury?
He was on.
Nick
Nick
Fury
Fury.
is not on the Democratic
No,
ticket.
sorry.
No, he is
I was
not.
thinking of fucking Tyson Fury, and it wasn't that. It was the
Tyson
Fury's-
Fury
it was
can't be the next
the
president.
people. No, it was the People's Speaker or something. Fucking this year, whatever it was.
The People's Speaker.
Aye, like
The Rock. The People's Champ. The most electrifying man in sports.
that was another one.
Can you imagine if The Rock was president? Like, is there anything that guy can't fucking do?
Well, that was you can request who. Here's it. Here
I
it
just
is
need
here.
the screenshot.
Alex Jones.
Alex Jones. I'd take Alex Jones. Is it Dan Crenshaw? Is that his
Company
name?
gun.
I like that Joe Rogan's odds of being the next president are the same as Ted Cruz's. A guy that's not running. I mean, to be fair, Ted Cruz isn't running either. Because there's a whole...
And he's not beating Trump anyway.
Aye.
Get what I mean?
There's a conspiracy theory. Did they not think that Ted Cruz is the Zodiac killer for Chicago in the 80s?
No, it was his father.
Was it his father?
Yeah, Donald Trump said that his dad looked like the Zodiac killer.
Aye, and that's a guy that likes him.
No,
But-
Trump was running against him at the time.
Oh, was it?
Aye. This was during the Republican nomination when Trump became president. He said that...
I just started shit-talking everybody.
He said that Cruz's dad looked like the Zodiac Killer, and he called, what was it? One of the other guys, it was like, he's like slow something. Like, he called him slow and then used his name.
Aye.
And then that, like, literally
It
killed
just
his campaign.
It
was done.
Stick with him.
Aye.
Stuck with him.
And then what was it? Crooked Hillary? That's what he called
Yeah.
Hillary. Crooked Hillary. He's going to win again. Like, who
Do
the
you think
fuck's
he's
even
gonna
running?
win?
Who's running against them?
I like Mayor Pete. A day we meet Pete Buttigieg.
No. He's got to win again.
Who's
This
that?
guy make me sad.
Mayor Pete Buttigieg.
No idea.
He's one of the Democratic nominees. There's
What do
him.
you think about the nominations, Banjo, and the presidency? Because
I'm fucking hoping Joe Rogan wins.
He's not running.
The Rock would be good.
the race will start next year. It's already technically.
I mean, I guess
started.
Joe Rogan could throw his name in the hat.
The race is already pretty much
He's
started.
probably got more chance of winning than Trump.
No, he's not.
Right, steady your fucking.
Calm yourself down.
Don't know, like
The president of the United States has a lower chance of winning the election than a guy that does a
if Joe
podcast
Rogan
and
put
is
his
for the
name
UFC.
forward, all the supporters are gonna be like, I want to see him president.
Why?
Same way.
We need to stop. This is a problem.
Dwayne
we need to
Johnson.
stop people that aren't politicians being politicians.
It's
Yeah.
Trump's
It's a
came into power.
massive fucking problem. Like, because see, once Trump won, and they're like, Oprah should stand with fucking.
Oh, she's on the bets too.
Aye, and it was a big thing for a
Oprah's
while.
not even low in the bets. Like,
Aye.
Bill Maher made a point of talking about it on his show. He went, Oprah, we need you.
No, we
Because
didn't.
because folk will vote for her.
Aye, but
And
that's
it's the
not
whole
the
thing
fucking
of like,
point. You need to have a politician be a fucking politician and
be
be the president.
The politician.
Like, would you want to see fucking Ted Cruz date Oprah's show? No, you wouldn't, because it'd be shite. Get him on, stick in your fucking lane and do your fucking job. Stop voting for people that have no experience and then complaining that they're shit at their fucking job. Is anybody surprised that this is how
Do you
it's
know
went?
what? I would love to see Ted Cruz with his own talk show. The Ted Cruz book club and that. Like, it'd be fucking phenomenal.
It pisses me off. They're like,
You get a tax cut. You get a tax cut. You get a tax cut.
There's
That'd be fucking brilliant.
there's Michelle Obama. She's not running, but she's there.
who else? Is Mr. Blobby there? I hear he's not
Donald
running.
Trump's wife.
Melania.
I can see that happening
Melania?
though. Her just
I
putting her
nearly
name
said
in and be
Ivanka,
like,
but that's his daughter.
Aye.
It's kind of like his daughter wife. I'm pretty sure they're fucking.
Aye.
Dwayne Johnson.
So there's Mayor Pete Buttigieg, Tulsi Gabbard, what's his name that used to be Joe Biden.
Bernie
He's
Sanders.
running. Bernie Sanders.
Bernie's time's past, mate.
Andrew Yang.
Andrew Yang. His whole thing is like, I'll just give everybody $1,000.
Aye. I don't know.
And I didn't.
I didn't think
you
you
can't
can-
do that.
I don't think he can how the economy
They
works.
just put the price of living up.
Well,
That's
what
it.
he said was it'll pay for itself
Yeah.
because
The idea is if everybody's got more money, everybody spends more money so that places can pay people more money and they get more money back through
Yeah.
tax and shit.
yeah,
That's the idea. It's a stupid idea. It's an idea you'd have.
Is that not how China's
it's an idea.
Wait.
yeah.
It is. Give everybody
Yeah.
$1,000 and then we'll make more money.
Nah,
Like-
fuck that.
It's literally like the meme that's like, step 1, give everybody $1,000. Step 2, they all spend it. Step 3, question mark, question mark, question mark. Step 4, profit. That's literally
Yeah.
the fucking idea.
So I seen a thing. It was like Oprah's 7 steps to happiness, and some guy just went step 1, have $1 billion.
Aye.
Like, you ever seen a sad person on a jet ski? It's pretty easy to be happy if you've got $1 billion in the bank. To be fair, she came for nothing.
But
Do you see that Kylie Jenner became the youngest ever self-made billionaire in history?
she's not though. She's built.
She's
off
about
a
as
sex
self-made as her dad's Fanny.
That's it.
tape. She's built off a sex
And I
tape.
ken that that's quite
Yeah.
coarse, but
That whole family's built off one sex tape.
aye.
It's fucked.
What was the thing I seen? It was like their mum. What's her name? Do you know the mum's name? Karen. She looks like a Karen.
Her standing there with her paycheck.
No, it's
I'll
like
Google it, mate.
well, her like
There's what Kim
the
Kendall, Kylie,
father Kardashian. Like I think Kim's
Caitlyn.
father.
Caitlin's the dad.
Yeah. aye. Caitlyn used to be Bruce.
Yeah.
That's dead.
Kardashian
dead
family
naming.
tree. Wait a minute. I've got it. Right. So there's Kardashian. Who's in the Kardashians and Jenners? I thought it was the same family. There's Robert Kardashian. He was OJ's attorney.
That's where I was getting at.
Right.
She sat in the courtroom with Bruce Jenner, who she then ended up marrying, while her current husband was defending OJ. They're all famous
Jesus.
Yeah,
of the
of
OJ
OJ.
trial because he was one of OJ's defense
So-
lawyers, and that's where all their money comes from.
Is Chris
As well as
the mum?
Sucking dick.
Chris, that's her name. I thought it was Karen.
Right, so
She
there's-
looks like a Karen.
There's Chris, Kim, Courtney, Chloe, Robert. Is Rob? No, he's dead. So it's Kate.
Fucking hell.
Fuck. So which one's Bruce Jenner? It was Bruce Jenner that
Kylie
became
Bruce
Caitlyn.
Jenner
fucking
became
dead, yeah.
Caitlyn Jenner.
Right,
Got
so-
nominated
but so-
for Women of the Year,
So Bruce,
even though she hit someone with her car and nearly. I think she nearly killed them. She
so
didn't
wait.
actually kill them.
Let me get this right. So Bruce,
Became Caitlyn.
no. Bruce married Chris after Robert died,
Yes.
and Kim, Courtney, and Chloe are Robert's kids, or are they Bruce's kids?
Yeah. No, they're the Dejan's kids.
Robert.
Yeah.
Right.
And then I think.
So if Chris and Bruce got a Wayne,
Yeah. I think so.
I've no idea. I don't.
I'm
get-
so
I don't know.
confused right now.
Somebody drop us
I'm
like
looking
an
at-
explanation
I
of
am
who the
looking at a family
Kardashians are
And I can't figure
in
it
the
out.
Facebook comments.
Where does Kanye
and
fit in
stuff.
this?
He's shagging Kim.
He's
I
gamming
get
Kim.
that.
Right.
I really find it funny that he wrote a song called Gold Digger and then ended up with her.
So there's Chris,
We need-
Kim,
we need,
Courtney, Chloe, Robert, Kendall, and Kylie.
Who's he and Travis Scott's going with?
Fucking hell. I didn't can.
Starts with
I'm sure
Start-
she's
starts
the
with
hottest-
a K.
Starts with a K.
it starts with a K. I've no fucking
Uh,
clue.
He is. Oh shit. I'll just,
Have you heard his new song with Ozzy Osbourne?
No.
Fucking brilliant,
Kylie.
man.
Travis is gone with Kylie.
She's a hot one, like.
Is she?
Mhm.
Is she the rich one?
Well, they're all kind
Yeah,
of
I think
rich
she's
fella
got
standards.
like a lot of shit going on.
Kendall's
the
got
one
the
that's-
least money.
Wait, which one was the one that made the billion that you said? Is that Kylie?
I can't even remember.
I think it. Yeah, it is. Net
Kylie,
worth
I
1
think.
billion. Estimate.
Yeah.
So Kylie's gone with this rapper.
Aye, Travis.
Cool. I'm with you now.
We've seen the memes.
Fucking hell. My search
for him.
history has got to be a thing.
Nah.
There's a picture of him. It must have been in Yinny's music videos where he's standing there like that, like looking all aggressive and stuff, man. And it was the caption was like, "What Kylie sees like while she's getting shagged in that, man." It's fucking hilarious.
The best one was fucking
You got to say when she's in a white dress with a white car.
no.
No.
I'm talking about the Kim and the Kanye Ray J thing, because Ray J was in the sex tape with Kim, and
Yeah.
Kanye posted something on Twitter that was like, "Oh, love Kim" or some shit like that or whatever. And Ray J posted underneath, "I shagged her first" or something like that. I can't even mind the actual meme, but it's good.
have
Or
you seen it?
Pornhub as well, done a good one,
Aye.
where it was like fucking Kanye had tweeted something out, and Ray J had responded, and then Pornhub was like, "I mean, we've got the video if you want to check it out."
Have you seen at Yinny's concerts where these folk have got a massive banner of her getting shagged by fucking and they're just holding it up at his
Fuck's
concert, man.
sake,
It is
man.
funny as fuck.
I love it.
It's like that is some balls, like.
The thing that I said was it Kim, and she was in like a white dress, and there was like this nice white fucking Ferrari or whatever, and she's like, "Oh, all white everything," and the top comment was, "All white except the dick that made your family famous." I fucking love it, man. I
class.
love me. The internet is fucking brutal, man. I love that kind of shit.
So bad, like see that lassie you were talking about last week, with about global warming and all that, climate change.
Yeah, we Greta Thunberg.
that was on the.
Have you seen like when she's standing and Donald Trump walks into the room? It
and
became
then
like a
she-
Simpsons
the
meme.
death stare.
Aye, and she just
Aye.
looks at him like, "You fucking piece of shit."
I never seen that. No.
See, I found it really weird that everybody's like slagging this fucking Wayne off for just being like, "Look, I think we should do something about climate." Like our point boils down to,
She was taking it a
need-
bit mental though.
well, I mean, to be
I
fair,
shouldn't be here.
right?
Fuck.
In her I'll say in her defense, she's trying to make the point of like, right, there is a fucking
I
big
agree
thing
with
going on
what
with
she's
climate,
saying.
right? And yous are making me out to be an arsehole for talking about it and try to move it forward in some sort of meaningful way.
I think.
And saying I'm a dick for like having the day off scale and encouraging other folk to do something.
I think
I'm just trying to encourage folk to take action
what I
so that
would
their
say-
government puts stuff into place.
What I would say the counterpoint to that is that for how long have we had people? Like, I agree with her message. Don't even get me wrong. But
Yeah.
my thing is, how long have we had people that are like respected scientists and experts in their field saying, we need to do something about this, we need to do something about this, we need to do something about this. And it's constantly what folk are hearing. And then when you get a child saying it to an adult, the adult always feels like they're being made to feel stupid. I think that's why people are getting annoyed, because they're like, you're just a child and you think you know better than me. That's why they're getting annoyed at the
See, everyone was a
Because
because
everybody's like, I can, that this needs done, but it's not my job to do it, and I shouldn't have this wee pain in the arse lassie telling me that I need to do something about it. That's where the anger comes from.
See, my thing is,
I didn't agree with it, but
didn't
that's
watch
where
it then.
from.
Like,
Aye, but that's not how the internet works, is it? Like, see if you got how many videos you get on YouTube when like the top, if you ever read the comments, the top 15 comments are positive. It's very rare. The top 15 ones are always negative because that's you're like,
well,
if you didn't want to watch it,
well,
then you watch
apparently
it.
we react more to like negative stuff.
Yeah, obviously, because then you can pretend to be outraged.
Yeah,
a lot of the time. That's what happens all the fucking time now. Is you just people are like, oh, this offends me, and you're like, then
do you do that? See if you see a video, good or bad, ever comment, even if it's just like not tagging folk, just put a comment and be like, that was a good video. Like, I've never done that.
The only time I'll comment on a video is if it's on Facebook and I want to tag somebody in it. That's it.
Yeah.
I've never left a comment being like, that was really good, lol. I didn't care.
That offended me. Like, fuck. Like, what's the point in that?
Saying that offended me. I'm like, I didn't care. Didn't watch the video then. Fuck off.
Aye.
Okay, I'm like, if I get like 2 minutes into a 10-minute video and I'm like, this is shit, I didn't sit through the whole other 8 minutes and then leave a comment saying I'm annoyed by the video. I just exit the video.
I just leave it and watch something else.
I'm like, it's not for me, mate. Even like there's some YouTubers that I do watch and they've done content and I'm like, this just isn't for me. So I just didn't watch that video, but then I'll watch the next gen.
I have the thing with like I like watching like I Will Dominate and Cutie Pie and stuff.
Aye.
And if they do like a sponsor video, they're like, hey guys, today I'm talking about Raid Shadow Legends. I'm like, skip 1 minute.
Aye.
And I skip past the entire thing and then watch from what would normally be their video.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, fair play to them because they're
getting banged.
They're making enough that like, and having enough viewers and content that folk are wanting to sponsor them because they think it'll help sell their product. But that's not where I gone for product research. I gone there to be entertained.
Aye.
And they'd like to zone out and watch shite.
Have you ever been roped in with any adverts? Like, no, well, advertisements, like...
How do you mean? Like, for a
game?
Well,
Facebook's already started with everything. I don't know if it came up on yours, but like, if I check like the Facebook for this, it'll be like, boost your post. You've got £10 free credit. Yeah. Just put your credit card in and then you can go with your £10 extra. I don't know what that
boost thing means.
I think it comes up on...
Instagram does it to promote your shit.
Yeah, like
and you can promote tweets on Twitter.
I think you can go right. You fill it out like kind of like an application form, and you go, what age group do you want to target? Right. And it's like say
18 to 24,
18 to 24, male, female, fucking whatever, rural areas, city areas.
And then they just send it to them again.
Yeah, so basically it'll just sort of ping it, and anybody that's got their location on it, it'll ping it to like them if they fit the criteria in this area.
Right.
And I'm like, well, I mean, I guess it's free and it does help us, but at the same time, Facebook's not getting my credit card number.
I'm not.
See, I've been roped into a few advertisements where I've heard. I
can imagine you're the kind of guy that a marketing exec loves. You're their fucking wet dream.
No, the only things I've done like of Joe Rogan podcast, he'll do a couple of things. Like that Alpha Brain, I bought that because he's mentioned.
Are you still using it?
Okay, see, the problem is I'm so unreliable with remembering to take pills and shit like that. Like, I just forget, and I'm like, oh fuck it, I'll take it tomorrow.
So that's a no. So he got it the first day. Went, this has got to be great, and then never used it.
Tell you what though, I swear by that fucking Lion's Mane coffee with chaga. It's really nice. Like
that's your mushroom coffee, wasn't it?
It was no, it was only a tenner, I think, for 10 packets.
Quite a go.
£1 a sachet.
It's worth it though. Well, I've just paid a Costa there for fucking £3.
Didn't you get a Costa then?
Shite.
Can't get a jar of Nescafe for a $5, that'll be 60 or 70 cups.
I've saved Yinmere sachet for the morn. No, I'm going to have that.
I'm saving it for myself.
Having it the morn, and that's my last gin.
A wee treat.
I'll see. I was going to say when you said about Joe Rogan. See the difference with him is like he doesn't take paid sponsorships. He only promotes stuff that like he actually
Alpha
likes.
Brain's his own.
Yeah, well that's he's obviously he can promote his own shit. He's not getting paid to do that. But like there's like the grill that he's got or something. I can't remember the name of it.
I don't see any of these adverts because I watch it on YouTube and he cuts them out.
Oh, no.
Have you not got on Instagram?
No.
He normally puts up a thing of like
I
I'd
follow
say
him
like
on Instagram, but then I'm
well,
like, I didn't.
have you never seen like the post that's
I just
it's
scroll
basically
through
just
Instagram and I'm like,
some
oh,
cut
hot
up
lassie.
jalapenos next to like a bit of elk steak.
The first
It'll
5,
be like,
6
oh, it was done on this grill,
Uh,
and I absolutely love it. He's got a thing
Traeger
now for
grills.
Traeger grills. That's it.
I just love dogs, man. I grew up with German Shepherds. I used to have an ex-army dog.
Right?
Sha.
I was gonna thought you were going to say you used to have an ex that
Sha.
looked like a dog. I was gonna say you've had a few.
No, I used to have Sha. He was an ex-army dog. His second chance. He was lovely though. Petrified him. He hated folk in uniforms and that. Dad used to come in with the fireman.
You thought you'd join the army.
No, like, he's dead now. Like, God bless him. But he was massive. Like this cunt, he was fucking huge.
I can't see.
See, when you say a massive dog, I
No.
would just think you mean like a collie.
Like, have you seen my dog Blue?
Aye.
No.
Have you seen the size of him? He was like double him. Sha.
It's a Jack Russell.
It's a cockapoo.
Fucking huge, man. It's up to your waist.
No, Sha was massive. Like, he was huge, man.
What kind of dog was it?
A German Shepherd.
German.
Aye.
My granny used to have a German Shepherd when I was away. And I'm talking, I was like 2, 3, 4 year old. I can remember the dog, and I remember it being massive compared to me. That's obviously because I was like 3 year
It
old.
was like Granny had a bear.
I like one of the few things I actually remember about it was I was like lying on the floor and the dog's just like sniffing at my stomach and I'm like patting it on the head and I'm like thinking back I'm like that thing could have fucking ate me and there's not a damn thing I could have done about it.
We have
love a German
We have
Shepherd,
this
though.
conversation quite a few times, didn't we? We had this conversation in the pub a couple of weeks ago. How there was a dog. I don't know what kind of dog was it.
I didn't care what
It's
you're
like
talking about.
it was a greyhound or something, and I was like, I bet I could fuck that dog up. When you were like, no, that would kill you.
No, was it not the
It
Akita?
was in the
why
brewery.
didn't-
No, it wasn't in a
I want to be a dog handler, but I
Oh
stand
no,
in the
it
pub.
was it was this big fucking huge.
It wasn't that big.
It was big.
It was a bit up to my knees.
Mate, it was a thick boy.
It was.
It was thick. It wasn't a greyhound. It was like a Dachshund. No, not Dachshund. It was like I can't even. I'm terrible with breeds of dogs, but it was a big fucking dog. And
Look, it looks like a skinny
It's-
Rottweiler. I
it's
can't even mind the
heat.
name of them now.
aye, its head was like
Doberman.
no, it wasn't a Doberman,
No.
but its head was like a watermelon.
It was skinny though.
No, it wasn't.
It was.
It was big, Banjo. That's why I was like, that thing could fucking kill you if it went. And you're like, no, it couldn't. And I was like, you cannot imagine the weight of that dog if it was to jump on you.
I could choke it out.
See, that's
That's
what
what
I
I
was
kept
saying.
saying to him. I was like, I could choke that dog out.
I would love to see, like,
I wouldn't have gone up to it. I want to make this clear. I wouldn't have just gone up to it and start choking it out. I mean, like, if it was like came to it and it was like trying to kill me, like, I'm pretty sure I could have choked it out before.
No, you couldn't.
Hodges
I
dog.
think-
Have
I
you
think
seen
I-
Hodges dog?
I would have walked away with like major injuries, but I think I could have.
Nah, I think that dog kills you.
Hodges got you can them wee French bulldogs.
Aye.
I always thought they were like scrawny, tiny wee things. And then I met Groot at Hodges bit, and I'm like, that dog's a fucking unit, mate. I'm not joking. Like that fucker is on protein powder.
I love its name for
It's
being a
like-
tank.
Well, it is because like I see a normal French bulldog, and I'm like, oh, they're whatever.
You can see
but-
the muscles in that.
But
they're
Groot's
ripped.
like,
Tank.
he walks like a staffy. Like his shoulders are fucking huge, man. It's fucking. I don't know what the fuck Hodges feeding
It's-
him. Like I think he's got him on like reps, and he's then like hitting him with protein and that. Honestly, that dog is a fucking wee beast.
Dog on
Like, it's a
roids.
lot bigger than I thought it would be.
It's
Actually.
the fucking Akitas, man. There's no chance you've got any. Like, see, you're talking about fighting dogs. Go in against an Akita and see how you get on. The things are wolves. Like, fucking hell. I was just going to say, I would love to see you. Can you see the police shows where they have, like, the arm thing on and then the dog runs at them? It's like
Aye.
training and then the dog bites the arm. I'd love to
I
see
watched,
you do
I watched
that.
a video.
I'd love to see a policeman just hold Banjo in his arm, when he's wee enough, and it just starts ragdolling fucking Banjo
I
about a
watched a
field.
video of this dog. This guy was massive. Like, he was about your height and he was like a
Doubt.
tank. No, I swear to God, right? And this dog, I'm sure
He was maybe taller than you, but he wasn't your height.
No, he probably wasn't taller, but he was about your height, and he was ripped to fuck. And this dog came from maybe 100 meters away,
Right.
fucking to grab his arm. And I swear to God, man, this dog bolted for him, jumped up, grabbed his arm, but he spun this guy like in the air, and the cunt went fleeing.
Aye.
Like, he must have only
Because
been about
They're,
5
they're
I think
fucking
they get-
strong.
They
Like
get trained to jump at you to put you off balance
Yeah.
when they hit,
Yeah.
so that they're more likely to take you down.
Oh,
no, it's I don't even think they need trained. I think it is like an instinct hunting thing. Because normally what they're hunting is bigger than them, right?
Aye, but I still think they're probably gonna get told.
they're getting
Make sure
trained
you
for it, like.
sprint and jump
Aye.
and fucking do this.
because
cunt.
they're not just going straight for the throat. Like you've got to teach
No, they
them.
take them down. That's why they
You've
for
got
the
to teach
arms.
them not to go through their throat because
Arms and legs.
Oh, that's
That's
true.
what they're going for. They like
gang
incapacitate you.
bits that are out the shop and that.
if you've got a dog that's just got to tear your face off in a second, there's no point the police come running after it to.
They just put them in the army.
Uh,
This is what they put for like
Attack dogs.
actual war dogs.
mm.
Because when I worked at the range, there was a guy that got attacked. They went into one of the kennels and didn't even think about it. And they were like, "No, that's not a guard dog. That's a war dog." And he went in, and this thing mauled him. Like he needed to get I'm sure he needed like parts of his face reconstructed.
Yeah,
Like they thought he was going to die.
Would
He
that
was bleeding
fuck?
that much.
What the fuck?
Because anything that goes into that cage, if it's not gone through like a proper kind of drill of like, I don't know what the drill would be. Like you say its name and you get a treat,
Aye.
and then you show it the lead and let it come to you so it can be
Aye.
put on the lead.
Mm.
Or whatever the thing is.
Aye.
If you've not done that, it just goes fucking kill it. Like these dogs are just fucking ready to
I
go all
know.
the time. Like,
So I know when
for
I
see
got
for
that-
training them, I'm pretty sure they just batter fuck at them.
If
And then
I-
if they decide to whimper away, there's no point.
If I get in,
If
and
they get aggressive, you're in, mate.
They
And they
say
just
that-
fucking let them off the lead and just go.
they say that you be training them and that, but if you get sent on a tour, like the dogs are already there, so they'll stay in like Syria and shit, and then you go in there and you take over like with that dog, and then it depends. It depends what kind of dog it is though. 'Cause you
Do
obviously
you know
get
that'd
black
be
dogs.
fucking heartbreaking actually. Like if you say if you've been on tour for like
6 months.
I don't know 3 months, 6 months or whatever,
Yeah.
and this dog's got to be with you 24/7 all the time.
Mm.
To just be like, oh, right, I'm away in the morning. See you later, pal. I couldn't
no,
do that.
imagine coming back and the dog was dead.
Oh,
that would
nah,
kill you.
I couldn't handle that.
Have you
man.
watched that film Rex?
Nah.
Nah, advise that. Like, watch that, man. It's unreal. It's a
Break your
brilliant
heart.
film.
I don't know, man.
No,
I
it's-
agree with shit like that.
They don't, it doesn't die or anything, but it's just heartbreaking.
Oh,
Do
well,
you
thank-
agree at movies? Have you ever cried at a movie before?
I've great at Marley and Me when I was younger.
Oh, I could agree at
never-
Marley and Me the more.
Never seen
I
it.
never. I
Oh, mate.
couldn't watch The Dog's Journey. I heard that's sad. I couldn't watch that.
Yeah.
Never seen that either.
See, when I get more emotional when a dog dies in a film
Aye.
than a person, because I'm just
Aye.
like, a person had flaws. That dog's just a good boy
What other
or
film?
girl.
Ken, the only time I've ever cried while watching a movie was
Bambi.
the Pokemon movie.
Oh Jesus.
Oh, when Ash and Pikachu's
Pikachu.
sitting there trying to shock him.
Mate,
Oh.
that'll
I never watched that,
break
like-
your heart. See, because I grew up and I love Pokemon. Like I played all the games
Aye.
as a kid, and then I watched the TV show, and then the movie came out, and I was so excited to see the movie. And then at the end, what happens? I'm getting emotional talking about it.
Any spoilers?
What-
I haven't watched it yet.
No, what happens, right, is Ash. I can't exactly remember the details, but Ash gets in the way of this blast, and it turns him to stone.
Yeah.
And then Pikachu runs over to him,
Spoiling it.
and like, it's a 20-year-old movie.
Aye.
Pikachu
Oh, I
runs
thought it
over.
was the
No,
No, not the end, just it.
Oh right.
no, this is Pokemon, the first movie.
I
Aye.
haven't seen it.
Pikachu runs over to him, and he's turned to stone, and then Pikachu's trying to wake him up and keeps shocking them, and then starts crying, and I'm like, oh my
Yeah.
god. It'll break
There's,
your
a,
fucking
there's a
heart.
thing in that actually. Like I remember seeing it on the thing.
It's because that used to
it's
be
a quote from Mewtwo. I'm trying to find it now.
the thing about it is, and if you watch it all the way through, like all the anime and that, in the first season leading up to the movie, the thing is like Pikachu shocks Ash as a joke, and it's like, oh lol, and then when he's like trying to wake him up and that, and you're like,
no.
it properly breaks your heart. Like I watched it for the first time in fucking ages a few years ago, and I was sitting there like,
That
wake up, Ash.
that was it was a thing. It was somebody had put up. I see now the circumstances of one's birth are irrelevant. It's what you do with the gift of life that determines who you are.
Yeah,
And they were like, do you know who said that?
Mewtwo.
Wasn't he Mahatma Gandhi? Wasn't he George Washington? It was fucking Mewtwo that said that. And I'm like, yes,
Great
mate, I love
movie.
it.
The only
It's
time I've ever
brilliant, man.
cried at a movie is that scene.
I cry
was
a lot
like,
of them.
I was
don't
actually
cry when I'm
thinking-
supposed to though.
Oh, that's
Like
mental.
I'll cry for like where a normal adult wouldn't be greeting, I'm howling, and where they're greeting,
Like what? Give some
I'm
examples.
Well, if I'm watching,
Give some movies that make you cry.
well, Marley and Me, that I think everybody greets at that.
I've never seen it.
I was nearly greeting the first time I watched Tangled. Do you know when they're in the boat?
Is that the movie we watched at New Year?
The one we watched on Boxing Day.
That was
And
New Year's Day.
was it New Year's Day?
Aye.
And there
Is
was
that
like
Ginger Lassie. Oh, that's brave, isn't it?
No,
That's
it's
brave.
what's her name?
Rapunzel.
The long hair. Rapunzel.
Rapunzel.
It was a
We're
shit
sitting
movie.
watching that.
At
Mate,
the end, I was
it's
raging.
fucking magical.
'Cause there's a moment-
I
'cause
didn't give a fuck.
The thing about it is, have you seen it?
I think so.
Well, for anyone who's not, the thing about it is like her hair can like bring life or some shit to people.
Yeah, her hair's like magic.
Yeah, her
essentially.
hair's magic. And then at the end, the Prince Charming character dies, but she's lost her hair, so she can't bring him back. And she's like holding him in her arms. And then she starts crying. And I was like, when it was happening, I was like, see if this tear brings this cunt back to life. I'm fucking done. I was hungover and raging as fuck. And then sure enough, the tear falls on when it comes back to life. I was like, it's bullshit. What's the fucking point?
Just spat on him. Spat on him when he came back to life.
Shit like that though. Like no that actual scene. No that actual scene. But see when they're on the boat.
I didn't remember. That's the only bit I remember because it
Do you
had
know what-
such an impact.
Do you not
on my
remember me
mood.
and Dylan saying like, "Shut the fuck up," because this bit's magical?
No.
I can't remember the song. At last I see the light.
I can't even mind the song. You can definitely remember the song.
No, I couldn't remember the right name of it. They're sitting in a boat, and her whole thing is she wants to see the floating lights, and it's Chinese lanterns that they set out because she's the long lost princess. And the way that they do it is like all the lanterns are like floating up and about and that, but then you see the reflection of them in the water. It's fucking magical. It's absolutely fucking brilliant. I agree with loads of films, man.
What orange you got then? Tangled?
When I was driving,
a lot of them are Disney films, man, because I love Disney films.
came what film blew me away? It was fucking like with films.
One
I can
Night
only
in
watch.
Paris.
I can only, I can only watch a film like once every 6 months. I need to forget what happens in a film before I can watch it again. Like I fucking.
Why did you just not watch a different film?
Well, I did, but like when somebody wants like John Wick, man, I fucking love that film. Like, see, that's
When his
probably-
dog died in the first gen, man.
see
Oh,
that?
mate.
Man, got in. Nah, I love that film though. Like.
See if it like I Am Legend. See when he's sitting there,
that was
cause
awful.
he calls her Sam the whole film. Then when she's about to die because she's getting infected, he's like Sam,
Aye.
Samantha, and you're like, oh god, it's a girl. That makes it even worse. Oh no, I can't handle it.
You knew he was a lassie.
I didn't.
Alright. Because when he's getting the dog's supposed to go with his missus and the Wayne on the thingy, and then the Wayne hands Sam back to Will Smith.
Yeah.
And he's like, "Oh no, I can't take her. You have to take her." So you already know it's a
Yeah, but
lassie
I
at
never
the start
clicked
of
with that.
Have you
though,
seen
'cause I
the
was watching film.
alternative endings to them?
Yeah. There's one where he doesn't die. Where Ken Howard, the last scene is where
He blows his cell up.
he blows his cell up. Like he's in this
Yeah,
secure
that
room.
didn't make sense to me.
What happens in the alternate ending is he's in the secure room and the zombie characters, whatever the fuck you want to call them, are standing outside. And the main zombie bad guy is wanting the lassie back that he's made the cure on.
Mm-hmm.
So instead of like blowing him up and being like, oh, because I think in the ending that's the actual real one, Will Smith's character doesn't realize that they actually have feelings and emotions and that. He just assumes that they're there to kill him.
Yeah.
But in the alternative ending, he realizes that they actually have emotions and shit, and that this main bad zombie just wants his missus back.
Aye.
So he opens up the vault door or whatever, and then gives the guy.
And he just walks in and takes her and leaves.
Yeah. That made
no sense to me though, because you're like, well, for the whole fucking film they've been trying to kill each other.
I know, but there is a scene again. Like,
was it like a deleted scene where you're like,
it's
oh,
in
that
the movie.
maybe makes sense?
It's in the movie. It's when he gets the lassie zombie that he makes the cure on,
Oh,
and then
yeah,
the main bad guy stands in the sunlight.
And he's like wanting to come out, and then he's toots there, and then
And-
tries to get back in because he wants.
And
Yeah,
then
yeah.
Will
I remember
Smith's
that.
like doing his voice like note thing, and he's
Yeah.
like, one of them like stood outside in the sunlight. I don't know why. Maybe it's like decompress. Maybe their brains are like decaying or some shit like that, and their senses are getting fucked. But he didn't realize it's that the
He
main
wanted his
zombie.
missus back.
So it makes all sense. It doesn't
Even-
all make
It's
sense.
a brilliant film though. I
Even
loved it,
monsters can love.
like.
That's
That's
it, mate.
that's the
Class
moral
film.
of the story right there.
Have you ever seen oh fuck, I can't mind. The Book of Eli. Have you seen that?
Plenty. Book of Eli. I have seen that.
It's good.
Legit.
Good,
I like
yeah,
that.
it's good, man. Isn't it?
It's kind of shite though.
Fuck off.
There's no way a blind guy's doing that.
That's what it is. See, because if you don't have it ruined for you,
There's no way a blind guy's book- doing that.
Oh right.
did you know
What?
Kenny was blind?
What? Yeah. No, he's not.
The Book of Eli. The whole
Aye.
point of the book is the whole point of the movie. It gets to the end, and he's
And
blind,
The main bad guy gets the book,
and it's in Braille.
Ah, it's in Braille.
Yeah.
Because Eli's blind.
Oh,
He's the only one that can read
And then
the
you
book.
you
No,
watch
he's
it.
not blind. He
He
can read.
is.
No,
He's
he's
not.
blind.
He's
Because he shoots
he's not
cats
blind.
and
He
shit.
can
No,
read. What's he reading?
He can read Braille.
Exactly.
No,
How
no,
do you
no,
read Braille?
Banjo. See, at the actual end, when he has lost the book and he's like, oh shit, and I think it's the wee lassie that's like his sidekick or whatever, takes
Yeah.
him to Alcatraz
Mila
to get,
Kunis.
aye.
Oh my
to
god.
get the book like saved in like a library
Yeah.
or whatever. He takes
writes
off his
it out.
no, he takes off his glasses and his eyes are all like faded out and shaded over because he's blind. And then the guy,
Motherfucker's not blind.
he is.
How
That's
do
the
you know?
twist in the
Oh my
fucking movie.
fucking god! See if you watch the
because
film
I
back.
I was concentrating on fucking
Mila.
Mila Kunis the
Right,
whole
see,
time, man.
see if you watch the film
Yeah,
back. He
it
does
makes
little
sense.
things, right? So when he gets to the steps, you know the old folk that are cannibals?
Yeah,
Aye.
When he gets to the steps, he kicks the first step because he doesn't know it's there.
yeah.
And then realizes it's a step, so steps up. When he kills
This is
the
blown-
when he kills the cat at the start, he
Patrick's
puts it,
just googled that. You should see the look at his fucking face.
is when he kills the cat at the start.
God.
Do you not remember that? He kills the cat at the
Aye,
start,
aye.
and he's got it in a bag.
But he
and
shot it.
Yes, because he can hear where it is.
Yeah, that's the idea.
Fuck off.
So when he's got the cat in the bag, you see him. He swings the cat in the bag into the driver's seat of a car because he's seeing if the window's still in the car.
I need to watch that again. I can't.
You will.
I can't believe you
I
went.
can't believe you didn't get that.
You thought. I will say, I love that you thought it was a great film. Apart, even though you didn't know the bit that made it brilliant.
Away, man. That is blowing me away.
Jesus Christ!
Fucking idiot, mate. It was a great movie, but no, at the end, you realise
He didn't
that-
get he was blind.
Honestly,
It's
not
the
good.
whole point of the book.
Honestly.
because the guy at the end's writing it down as he's talking about it, and it's the first time in the movie that he takes his glasses off to reveal that his eyes are all like shaded over and fucked.
Yeah.
That's the point of the movie.
And there's bits where like he fights and he
Yeah.
makes it dark so
And
that
then-
he can fight better and
Yeah.
they're at a disadvantage.
And when you watch it again, you get
It
all
all
I've
makes
honestly watched it
sense.
about 10 times. It's
How
one of my
in-
favourite films.
And you've never realised
I swear to
he's blind.
God. Swear to God, man. Do you?
Jesus. What
Ken-
else? What other movies have you completely missed
Right,
the point
Ken,
of?
Ken,
He's not even got a Ken.
Friends with Benefits.
Aye.
Which
I've
one's that again?
The end where they're friends with benefits.
Who's in it?
It's Justin Timberlake and
Aye.
Mila Kunis.
Oh yeah.
I never
yeah.
watched that for years, right? Because I was like, I do not want to sit and watch a film for 2 hours where a guy gets to be fuck buddies with Mila Kunis. Because like, I couldn't watch that, man.
It's a well-good film.
I'd be
man.
Yeah, it's
heartbroken.
pretty
funny.
I got made to watch it a couple of weeks ago with a lassie. She sat me down. She was like, "No, you're watching this." I was
It's
like,
at the end when they do the flash mob. When Justin Timberlake's character sets up
Yeah.
the flash mob for Mila Kunis.
That's cool, man.
That was nice.
I like
Speaking
cheesy
of another
fucking bits
blind
and
guy
movies.
in a film, have you ever seen Ray?
Oh, that's a Ray Charles story.
have
isn't
you
it?
seen that film?
I've not seen it.
Fucking
It's
class.
Jamie Foxx, isn't it?
Films with a blind guy. It's a fucking. It's a biopic of the guy's life.
Aye.
Brilliant, man. It's fucking
I've not
class.
seen it. It's Jamie Foxx, isn't it?
Aye. Plays him brilliantly.
I'll tell you what. I tell you, I didn't rate Justin Timberlake as an actor until I watched Time. Have you seen that?
Oh, I watched it a couple of weeks
That is
ago
a
again.
legit movie.
Brilliant, man.
That's really underrated. That movie.
Yeah, I know. I think Justin Timberlake's underrated as an actor. I think he's legit as fuck.
Yeah. He is good, man.
Aye.
He
I think
grew up
he
in the
strikes
whole
me as somebody
industry,
that has only got to take a part that he thinks is like interesting or funny. He's not just got like. I feel like a complaint that I would have about The Rock is The Rock will do anything. He's like, I didn't give a fuck. Just put me in it.
No. As long as The Rock plays the tough guy
The main character and the tough guy.
that wears a V-neck.
I don't
Yeah.
know, because have you seen Jumanji and
He's a giant buff guy in a V-neck
no, he's
with
not.
half his chest out.
He's not.
It's,
Aye, but my point
it's
is
supposed to
they
be a
swap
little
them
boy
about.
that's in his thing,
Yeah.
but he rises to the occasion
Yeah.
because he's a fucking
The
beast.
point is, The Rock will do anything. I feel like Justin Timberlake will only do movies where he's
Yeah.
like, I actually rate this.
Yeah, well, that's
And I
maybe
prefer
the
actors
thing.
like that.
That's maybe the thing with Johnny Depp. He only does films like where he's like, "Oh,
I
this
rate
is
it.
something different."
Yeah.
Whereas if you look at like you say, like The Rock or
Kevin Hart, I feel like, is another one. He'll just
Oh,
do
he's
anything.
fucking class.
yeah,
man.
he makes his own films though. So I
Aye.
guess I suppose.
I like
Like-
Daniel Day-Lewis. He gets the extra fucking mile as well. Because, like, see when he was training to be... See when he got cast as the butcher in Gangs of
New York.
He actually became a butcher and figured it out. And then he done the thing where he was like... He was a shoemaker or some shit like that. Or he started making shoes. And I was like, what the fuck? I
See,
rate
mate-
him. He's great. He's a great fucking actor. Seeing Lincoln...
I do
kills
agree
it.
with you, right? But see, for me, the whole thing with method actors, they really get into the part. To me, you're just a bad actor. The whole point of acting is you're just picturing what it would be like and putting your interpretation.
No, but
on it.
that's not the point. The point is he learned to become a butcher so that the scenes where he was butchering animals would be more realistic.
I can do that in 10 minutes.
It's because you're a butcher. You've been a butcher before.
Aye, but
Come on, like,
no, I
he's
didn't.
never been a butcher.
No, I didn't mean like just with the butcher thing. I mean with like, I don't know. Say he's supposed to be like a fucking hairdresser. I didn't care how to cut hair,
Yeah, so
but I'm fairly sure after 10 minutes, I could make it look like I knew what I was doing.
Well, no, the point is...
I still rate him as an actor.
The point is, he would learn to become a hairdresser so that it didn't have to be like... It just looks like... It looks like I know what I'm doing. He actually knows what he's doing. So it would even fool a normal hairdresser into making them believe that he is a hairdresser. That's the point.
I do appreciate it. I don't think his films would have suffered if folk weren't going.
No, I think his acting's good enough anyway.
Yeah.
But it's about the extra. It's about the extras that he does which make him so great. Like the greatest people in all their fields are the ones that, especially artistic fields, are the ones that pay attention to the details.
Yeah.
And aren't just like, that's good enough. They're like, no, how can I make this better?
Yeah, that's fair actually.
And that's why he is like, well, he's won like 3-4 Oscars for like best leading male or whatever.
Yeah, like
he's one of the few. I think he's the only one to win however many he's got.
Yeah,
for like 3 different roles or some shit.
Ken, who's a brilliant actor? I don't know if you agree with this. Adam Sandler, like his films, man. Waterboy,
how he plays a lovable idiot in every film.
Waterboy, fucking.
Back in the day, his films were good. I think then after.
I think he hit a slump. They've
seemed
seemed to have been all right recently. I can't think of what I've seen of his recently. There was like Grown Ups and Grown Ups 2. I liked them. Do you know what annoys me in films? See when folk are playing fucking video games and they're sitting with a controller and they're playing. It's like they're both playing, but they're playing a single screen fucking Halo.
Yeah.
And they're like mashing buttons to fucking. I'm like, nothing's happening. Like that
tilts the fuck at me.
Aye.
Or they're playing a game that I know's on like Nintendo Switch, but they're using an Xbox.
They're using an Xbox. Oh, and that get out my life with that patter.
Daniel Day-Lewis has won Best Actor for Lincoln, There Will Be Blood, and what the fuck is that? Something else. Some shit. I don't fucking know.
I like DiCaprio. DiCaprio's a dreamboat.
What's that? My boat. Whatever.
Sean William Scott. He's got a new film. I don't know if it's that new, but Bloodline it's called. That's actually pretty good because he always plays like films where he's like funny and that. Have you seen what's the one where he's ice hockey? Aye, good. I knew exactly what you were going to say before you even said that there. Class, man. I was in hysterics.
It's a good film.
Daniel Day-Lewis is the first and only actor to win this award 3 times in 1989, 2007, 2012 for his performances in My Left Foot, There Will Be Blood, and Lincoln, respectively. He probably should have won it for Gangs of New York. I don't know who the fuck beat him out in that because that was a fucking beast mode movie as well. You ever seen that?
No.
It's got DiCaprio, Daniel Day-Lewis.
That's a really good film.
It's a fucking long film though. It's like a 3-hour.
Long live Priest Fallon! And catches the fucking knife, and you're like, oh, that guy's a badass.
It's fucking good. It's got
fucking brilliant.
What's the lassie in it? The main lassie.
It's not Keira Knightley, is it?
No, she's blonde though.
Have a Google, mate.
I should have googled it. Whatever.
Pull that up, Hoggy.
that's another meme I've seen talking about coming back to Kanye and Ray J and that. Ken, how Kanye was supposed to be on the Joe Rogan podcast.
Oh, was he?
Yeah, like they were talking about it and they were like, oh, come on, maybe, I don't know. I'm not sure. The meme was
Cameron Diaz.
The meme was Joe Rogan saying, Kim's got a sex tape, and then Kanye's face like looking shocked, and then below it, it's Joe Rogan sparking up a blunt saying, pull that up,
Pull that up, Jamie.
That's class, man.
I get the feeling there's like they've had talks, and I get the feeling that Joe.
No, I think he's talked about it.
He's a fruitcake.
No, he's talked about it, and Joe's like, I wanted to have him on, and I was interested in having him on, but his people were like saying, "Oh, we can talk about anything." And then they're like, "You can't say this," and then it was this, and then it was this.
His thing is like he wants to have like just a normal open conversation.
And Joe was like, it was just too much hassle. I'm not doing that.
Do you know what I think's class about him, right? I don't know if he's listening. In a couple of his podcasts, he kept saying he was like, these folk who are hanging themselves as men when women, they see themselves as women in that when they're actually men. And,
are you talking about transgender people, Banjo?
And he was like, the only time I see it's not fair is when they're weightlifting and there's a guy won it.
He talks about
when it comes to athletic competing.
And he was like, that's so unfair and all that. And a couple of podcasts later, he's got the cunt on, and he's like,
I know, but he'll do it to have a discussion with him.
Eddie Izzard had on.
No, it wasn't. He had him on, but it wasn't him. No, he did marathons, hundreds of marathons.
But no, it is unfair. Like when it comes to sports, especially.
Right. And then he just transgendered back into a man.
Yeah,
and then just won that competition, and then was like, I'm a man again. Like, come on.
It's just ignorant at the end of the day, especially in sports. In other things, I'm like, whatever. Like in acting, there's no real reason why you have an award for best male and best female. because it's not like it's not competitive in that sense where like a man has an advantage over a woman. It should just be best actor and everybody should be up for it, I feel like. But in sports it's different because there's like just genetics and biology that are against you. That's why I've never understood like awards that are like best male, best female. You're like, just a best actor, have it all as one category, because you're never gonna get like fucking, I don't know, Daniel Day-Lewis is getting out fucking or whatever. Meryl Streep can't act on the same level as Daniel Day-Lewis. Like it's just not the same thing. Do I close that door, mate? Huh? You didn't. Kind of it's open. Bye.
Nah, I don't know, man.
Good pass.
Yeah, it's a good shite. Didn't wash my hands or anything.
Fuck's sake. Right.
So he didn't want Kanye. I think the take it that's what you just followed on with there while I was taking a piss.
Aye.
Joe didn't want Kanye on.
Pretty much. He was wanting him on and then it was just becoming a hassle. And then we were talking about transgender folk.
I would. Well, we'd said that before because I think we've said before in another podcast we want to take like guests on.
Yeah.
And that's what I wanted it to be like, Mary, like just an open conversation, whether it's like, do you know, like planned questions and stuff, where there's like kind of an angle, you know, when you see like TV interviews and stuff.
Yeah.
Like for me, I'm like, I'd rather just sit down and talk to somebody and like get to ken them a bit better.
Aye.
And let other folk see. Like if we have like Bubba on and stuff.
Bubba would be good.
Like, I think it'd be good for folk to listen to him because he's a funny guy. He's fucking really talented, really creative guy.
You've never met Bubba.
You've never met Bubba. He done the logo.
Aye.
Oh right.
Sad Cat Collective Instagram. Check it out.
Aye, he's absolutely brilliant. He's
beast mode.
He's
link in the description.
His partner's really good as well. She's a
operas.
She's an opera singer. Yeah. She's so fucking good.
I was on the bus last night, right, coming back from Dumfries, and there was this boy sitting in front of me, and he had like a portfolio thing, and I swear it was like drawings, and I swear to God, man, it looked so real. It was crazy. Had drawings of like the Joker and that. I was like, he got off in the middle of nowhere, and I was thinking, I can get off this bus and take the pictures. Like, they were fucking class.
I love that that's your reaction, not the, no. I'm going to ask that guy about his art and Ken, speak to him.
I was drunk
get
as
to
fuck,
ken him
like,
and that.
No. Can't just rob him and sell it.
Well, just rob him.
Well, that's what I mean. Like,
it's like you'll frame it and put it on the wall.
Like my whole thing is like, I wanted to get like different folk on. Obviously, like, I don't know, we'll have like 5 regular listeners probably in the next couple of weeks.
Aye.
But like, can I grow naturally like what we do, and then bringing other folk in to be like, oh, fucking use what small audience we've got to give them a bigger audience and expose them, kind of thing.
Rome wasn't built in a day.
Ken, is
that your input on that?
That's what I've got to say, man.
Cool.
But yeah, well, I was going to say about some of this folk that we'd already spoke to about getting on.
Well, you've been. I'm kind of leaving the guests up to you.
Think Kev would come on?
Literally everything else. So I'm like, you can do the guests.
Think Kev would come on?
Probably.
Yeah. We'd have Kev on.
I would speak to him. And Kev may be a bit self-conscious. I don't know.
He's sitting there panicking. Yeah.
I'm up for it though, but no, I'm just going to leave the guests to you. You sort of, because I'm doing all the editing and all the upload and dealing with iTunes, and I'm like, I'm not doing guests. You can deal with guests.
Yeah, well,
because I didn't trust Banjo to deal with guests, so it's just got to be crackheads.
Aye.
That would make
fucking hilarious.
Lads, this is Julia. I met her out on Saturday night. Thought you'd maybe get together.
Podcast.
Funny. My whole thing with it was like different folk feeling about, but I wanted to put out like a couple episodes before.
Aye.
I said, "Oh, we've spoke to this guy and he'll come on." Aye. I want them to be able to hear the podcast so that they can say, "That's not what I thought."
Aye.
I was
I don't know what
signing up for, because I'd asked them before we put the first episode out. I spoke to a few folk, but I know that like Hodge, Bubba, Caitlin, and that they're up for coming on. Hodge does like his own wood carving and stuff.
Aye.
Well, chainsaw carving. So we can get him talking on about that and different shit he's got up to and whatever.
See, I'd like to listen to what he's saying, but like I couldn't be on with the guests with like owners of restaurants and shit, and like
you'll not be.
Anybody we're having a serious conversation.
A serious conversation. I'd either zone out, and then that'd be me sitting there.
You'd definitely zone out.
Well, that's the thing. Like, I wanted to kind of vary what we were putting out so that we can like explore more stuff and put out more variety and stuff. That was my thing. Obviously, that's a discussion the three of us will have to have.
Yeah,
it's not.
I'm happy to leave the guest to you.
Like,
I'm just happy to let you deal with that. Because I feel like I'm not the best person at dealing with folk anyway.
Yeah.
I'm just happy to let you get on with it.
I struggle dealing with yous, never mind new folk.
Aye, that's how that works. It's not as struggling to deal with you. Can't even get you to turn up on time for a fucking podcast, mate.
Hey, I was close enough turning up on time today.
Close enough.
Oh, I meant to give Fraser a shout out, actually. I forgot about that. Yeah, he's a guy I used to work with out at Kilnford. He stays in Lochmaben now. Let me double check what it was. I can't remember his second name now.
Why are you giving him a shout out?
I genuinely can't. Because he was... Fraser Ratcliffe. I knew that.
Edit that.
He runs Fraser's Handy Services in Lochmaben or Lockerbie.
What, Bath or one of?
I can't remember what one it is. He's around the
You try to advertise for him.
No, I'm not.
This right
No,
up.
I'm not advertising for him. I'm not. That's what he does. He does like car valeting services and stuff
Oh,
in
right.
either Lockerbie or
You can't see
Lochmaben.
him.
One of the other.
I know, I could do
But
that.
he's doing a scavenger hunt for Halloween for kids
Alright.
in the
Oh.
Lockerbie area. So have a look at that. I think you'll be able to find it on his Facebook page.
Just for
da-da-da-da.
kids? Or
Aye,
yeah,
can't again.
It's a Halloween ghost hunt in Lochmaben. It'll be on the 26th of October at 5:30.
ghosted enough women, I'm pretty
Castle,
sure.
Castle Loch Walk in Lochmaben. So yeah,
There you go.
that's about all the details I've got really. But I said that I'd let folk in. I don't know how many folk for CD are going to turn up to it, but can.
In Lochmaben.
Yeah,
I would have went if there was drink, but if there's no drink, I'm not going.
it's BYOB, mate.
You wouldn't have went. You wouldn't have left this
Oh,
tune to
yeah.
go Lochmaben, let's be
No,
honest.
I've got too much to do.
We've hidden bottles of wine hog and fin them. Ooh.
I still wouldn't. I'd like, I'll just go to the shop and buy them and save myself the hassle.
So, aye, have a look. You'll be able to find it, as I would assume, on local events on Facebook or whatever. It's a scavenger hunt in Lochmaben for Halloween.
What have you got planned for Halloween, Banjo? Anything? I feel like you're fucking.
my last Halloween, I found out my ex cheated on me. I was fucking, that was shit. And I
Can't imagine it's the best news you've had.
got back to her.
Did you get shagged by a ghost?
I fucking
What costume was he wearing?
me? No, she
No,
never
him.
cheated on me that night. I just
Oh.
found out that she cheated on me. So I ended up sleeping in the car, drunk as fuck. Fucking, that was shit. So I'm just gotta get hammered this Halloween. I'm gonna
Happy
dress up though.
memories.
I want to go and trick or treating. I've been saying for ages that I want to go and trick or
Is that
treating.
not a Wayne's thing?
Well, no, because like, well, aye, but
well, no.
He just
Aye.
goes to local dealers' houses. That'd be great.
fill the bag.
He just ends up with like this wee mad cocktail.
Nah, fucking. I really want to go and trick or treating. Like,
What are you dressing up as? You can you?
I don't know. I want to go big. Like, I want to.
Get some stilts, mate.
Well.
He's got to go as the Seven Dwarfs.
No, I want to do something, and then I just want to get wrecked at night. I didn't want to come and CD again though. I went to CD and ended up free last Halloween. That was shit.
CD is shit for a night out though, innit?
Is that not when you got bottled?
No, that was Sibo's wedding.
That was it was.
Not at Sibo's wedding, I should say. We left the wedding and came into
Aye.
CD, then Banjo got bottled.
I never wished Hingy a happy birthday actually. The wee guy that bottled me. What's his name? I forgot his name.
Let's not.
Oh, happy birthday to him anyway.
You can't who you are.
You can know you are. Nah, we're sounding like he's a good laugh. That was Hingy's wedding though.
What have you got planned for Halloween? No.
Working, mate.
Feels
On call.
good.
Really?
I'll be working.
Book it off, mate.
I'm always
We'll get gassed.
What for?
Dress
Are you
up like...
drinking? Are you
Here's the
coming
thing,
Drink every
right?
weekend.
Here's the thing with Halloween. It's shite. It's just an excuse for folk to get dressed up.
I
And
love
then
it, man.
You get fucking...
Lassie's gonna like dressed like cats and cat women,
Aye,
looking hot as fuck, and it's like
It
fuck
sounds
me.
counterproductive,
This is fucking brilliant.
but I've no time for that. I want either a really fucking funny costume or like a really well done one. I'm not interested that you're just... If you're just wearing a black dress and put a wee black nose on and drew some whiskers on, nah, that's not costume. Fuck off.
See, the last costume I wore, I got invited to a party in Aberdeen and not realising that it was fancy dress until I was on the train to Aberdeen. I got a text. I got a text off the person hosting the party and they're like, what costume are you wearing? I'm like, I'm not wearing a fucking costume. They're like, you've got it, it's fancy dress. I was like, no, you tell me. as I'm in a fucking 4-hour train up.
Do you know what to do? Just go into a shopping centre or go into a toy shop and just get like a wee police badge and be like, I'm an undercover policeman.
No, what I did was
Then you didn't need to dress up.
what I did was I went into Primark and bought a wolf onesie, and I was like, that'll do. That was the last time I dressed up, and it was the least effort I've ever put in.
I've got a few costumes. I've got a giant chili pepper. That's good, like.
A giant chili.
Got
Can't be that big. The size of you.
got a sombrero and that.
I've got a chili pepper. I miss the days when you used to get like. Did you ever have when you like a bin bag was part of your costume and that?
Aye.
Like that was your cape for Dracula and shit. It was just a bin bag and like 6 other Waynes on the scheme had it. It was fucking shite. We used to get out of bin bags, man. Used to use them for going sledging at Christmas and all.
That was good.
Keep your cape. You'll need that in a couple of months.
The bed sheets, and then you put the 2 holes in them. Mum used to kick fuck at you for wrecking the bed sheet, and you just wanted to be a ghost.
It was, man. Fuck. Some of the costumes were shite.
Oh man.
It was just putting like some of your mum's fucking makeup on to pale your skin a wee bit.
I'll tell you the best costumes I seen.
Fucking tie a bin bag around your neck. You're like, I'm a vampire. You look like a cunt.
You know the best costumes I seen was in Aberdeen that year. There was a guy and a lassie. The lassie was dressed as Jabba the Hutt, and the guy was dressed as
Yes, yes.
I was respecting.
See, that's a costume.
That was 3 in the morning, like 3:30 in the morning. We were getting back to the flat.
I love that.
Like November -6, and I'm like, mate, I rate that. I rate that fucking commitment.
That is brilliant, man. I love that kind of shit, man. Gav done the Joker yin year. That was really good.
Aye.
Gav Miller. It
Heath
looked
Ledger Joker.
Yeah,
Aye.
it looked good. I really liked that. I can't remember what other good costumes I've seen.
Do you know what I fucking
I used to like just sticking a Morse suit on. That used to be
Aye.
super easy. I've done that
It's
before.
when you
I
used
didn't
to,
get more mine. Isn't it?
you used to get to the doors.
Oh,
and
mine's
then
got
fucking,
holes burnt in it.
you'd either ask you to tell a joke or like dance
or
and
treat.
that.
Trick or treat.
Fuck this, I'm gonna egg your house if you just didn't give me these sweets. Like, yeah, I'm not dancing. Just give me the
Trick or
fucking
treat. Smell my feet. Give me something nice to eat. Something like that.
It was weird when they invited you in, and it was like, come in. I was like, I'm gonna get raped here. Like, fuck this, man.
But I got some Parma Violet. So it was alright.
No, it was
I'll
weird.
tell you what's good.
I'll
See
take
that-
a shot in the mouth for a
see
wee
that-
fucking snack size Mars bar.
Getting the Parma Violet gin you get.
That is
That
nice.
tastes
It's maybe
well
really
fucking
good, innit?
I
good.
drink that. Like,
I had it for the first time down at the Tin Hall a few weeks ago when we were down there.
tried the Coppersburg gin.
No,
That's nice. Like,
maybe get a shot.
Coppersburg gin.
I'm not a big gin guy, but that was quite nice.
mm.
Anyway, boys, that's just an hour and a half, so
Is that us?
that's us, mate.
Boom.
Got to do your shtick, Banjo.
Well, I've got a wee story before we finish.
Right, on then.
Yeah, it's that blowjob story. You mind?
No.
About deep throating.
Oh, lay in your stomach and put your head back.
So
Why don't you tell that next week?
Aye. Tune in next week.
I'm doing it next week.
Aye.
Sounds good.
Tune in next week to
Right,
hear
do your
that
shtick,
story.
mate.
Anyway, I've got my wee bit of paper here.
Can you read your writing? That's in
Oh
the
man. Right. Please remember to smash that like button, subscribe, turn your notifications on, and please share to all your friends, family, partners, and side hoes. And that's me. That's everything. Anybody want to add to that?
That was still shite, but it's probably the
I
best
know,
we're going to
but
get.
that's
I think
it.
it's
It
the
just
bit-
felt empty in the end, didn't it?
that's the best
You
one
would've
we've had
given it
today.
I know, it just feels empty. But just remember, Banjo loves you.
If nothing else, you've got that going for you.
Yeah, that's it.
Aye.
Right, well, aye. Thanks, everybody. Bye.